The man accused of killing the two girls say the death may have been a ritualistic sacrifice. The allegation is part of a series of explosive court filings in the case this morning. ITMate's senior investigative reporter Richard Essex has been poring over the documents.
Richard Allen's lawyers lay out in this 136-page document why they believe that someone else committed the murders. They also say that investigators ignored evidence that points to a group of pagans that they believe committed the murders as part of a ritual.
We are seeing the defense's argument for the case, which is that the murders were the result of a ritual sacrifice from a cult of Odinists.
Specifically in this 136-page court filing, Allen's lawyers saying that their client could not have single-handedly murdered Abby and Libby in the way prosecutors claim. They say the murder scene was ghoulish. The girls had been undressed and their bodies staged. Abby was found fully dressed in Libby's clothes. And whomever murdered the girls placed tree branches on their heads to mimic horns or antlers. Allen's lawyers write extensively linking the murders to a group of men that follow the pagan religion of Odinism, one that they say has been hijacked by white nationalism. The defense says the February 2017 murders were a ritualistic sacrifice.
The defense is taking an interpretation of the photos, saying some of the ways the branches were laid over the bodies or symbols were left at the scene points to ruins and Odinism and an Odinistic cult that was sacrificing the girls. And maybe with prosecutors, it's a situation where they feel like they have a different interpretation of what all of that was. Albeit incredibly disturbing for people who followed this case for a long time is that we get more details on the actual crime scenes, and it's just very, very upsetting reading.
Allen's lawyers accuse investigators of ignoring evidence of the connection of the Odin ritual. They specifically claim that Sheriff Tony Liggett lied to a judge to get a search warrant for Richard Allen's home. They want the judge to throw out evidence, including a gun that police say is linked to the crime through an unspent bullet found near the bodies. Kevin Greenlee of the podcast Murder Sheet is a lawyer, and he says this extensive document is unusual and telegraphs the path that Allen's lawyers are likely to follow. The next step is an answer from the prosecutor.
These are pretty serious allegations, and whether they're found ultimately to have merit or no merit, it's absolutely imperative the prosecution responds to them. Hopefully they respond to them soon and publicly so that we can all figure out what the truth is here.
Allen's attorneys also renewed a demand that he be moved out of a maximum security prison at Westville. They allege that some of the guards are members of Odinism, even wearing "In Odin We Believe" patches on their uniforms. The judge has not set a hearing to the motions from Allen's lawyers.